Hello everyone, my name is Never Stop Gaming, and welcome to Let's Play Electric Tortoise, a game by Dylan Rogers. What? You can move with the mouse? Look, I'm not using WASD, I'm using the, oh, there's the title. I'm using the click. Case, John, manslaughter. What? Mr. Donovan, your file here says you're responsible for the murder of your master, Rick Holden. Assisted suicide. It was assisted suicide. Right. Murder. Both are classified. Let's go with C. Both classified as violation of the first law. There's a difference. I would not have done it if Mr. Holden hadn't asked me. Why did you kill him? You understand that the penalty for violating the first law is disconnection? I understand, but let me explain. Mr. Holden had been very upset recently. He often came home inebriated. His request became very strange. Like, I don't like that. Sometimes random things, like running all the faucets around the house. Other times it was extended to sexual favors. I was not really programmed for such things. Hey, Slender Man. He looks like Slender Man. How often would these favors be asked? How often would these favors be asked? The second one makes no sense. At first, not all that often. Once a month. Near the end, however, hourly. But they never brought him any happiness. Eventually, he started to try and kill himself. And why did you eventually help kill himself? Help him kill himself. Why'd you do it? I tried to prevent it. The more I stopped him, the more he resisted me. He became greatly frustrated with my interference. I was rather perplexed, and I only did what I was programmed to do. He's a robot? When did he ask you to kill him? Tell me, you robot. One night after a long evening of crying and vomiting, the master looked at me and begged me. He said that being alive was the most painful experience to him. He said I was breaking the first law by letting him live. And that's when he killed himself? And that's when you killed him. And that's when you helped him commit suicide. Yeah, I like B. And that's when you helped him commit suicide. Yes, I let him die. The first law stipulates that you also can't injure a human being. However, how did you bypass that? I'm saying it now. By not helping, I was violating an inaction clause. By helping him, I was violating the injure clause. So they both cancel each other out, and I resorted to the second law to obey Mr. Holden's orders. Right, so your programming made it an acceptable option. So you did the only thing you could do? Right, so you did the only thing you could do. Right? See it as you will, detective. But I did my best to serve my master. I would repeat my choice if I had the opinion. Option 2. Oh. Oh. Am I going to disconnect them? Disconnection! Blah, blah, I must sentence you to disconnection. I understand. I would prefer to be convicted. Why is that? I don't want to be put into the same position again. The confusion, the pain, the hate, I would never want to experience it ever again. Then, by your request, I would order a disconnection. I'm sorry. If I could ask one favor, detective, what would that be? Could you please shoot me instead of being disconnected? That is in violation of so many different protocols. I understand, detective, but I need this. I don't want to think about Mr. Holden anymore. The faster I can remove myself from this memory, the better. There are no laws to incriminate you for killing me. No! I shall not. I suppose you won't do even that. I do want a detective. When I'm gone, what? I wonder if I'll get to dream. What? Don't tell me that's it. Okay, let's look for another option, people. No, I'm going to use my mouse. I guess there are different options. I'm going to be so mean to this guy. I'm just going to be like, heck. If I also say use and assisted suicide. Murder. There is a difference. I would not have done it if Mr. Holden hadn't asked me. You understand that it is a disconnection. I understand, but let me explain. Let me explain. I will not let you explain. I'm going to be the mean guy. Like what? We already went through this. And we didn't ask Alan. He doesn't really explain why he asked him to kill him. Why he asked you to kill him. As I noted, Mr. Holden wept a lot, and although I did each request, it never brought him happiness. Eventually, he started trying to kill himself. I would catch him trying to overdose on stuff. Why did you eventually help him kill himself? I tried to prevent it, but he kept resisting me because of my good skills. Just get on to the actual murder robot. I'm sorry, Detective. One night after a lot of crying and vomiting, the master looked at me and begged me. He said being alive was the most painful experience. He said I was breaking the first law by letting him live. And that's when you killed him. And that's when you killed him. Yeah. I let him die. Dude, this is kind of sad when you realize it. It's him killing himself. And then the other one is that I'm going to sentence him to... I'm going to do the nicest way I can. The other one was just more of a... I don't think so. This one's going to be I'm going to shoot him. There's no excuse. You're to be disconnected. I understand. I would prefer to be convicted. Why is that? Because I don't give a crap. I'm really getting bored of this game already. But I have a whole bunch of games lined up right now. It's going to be crazy awesome. I'm looking for a whole bunch. I will order a disconnection. If I could ask for one favor, detective, what would that be? Can you shoot me? I'll use the what? What? I could. Please, detective, I know it's a strange request. I don't want to think about Mr. Holden anymore. The faster I can remove stuff from this memory, the better. The odds are doing from me. Oh, okay. Dude. Oh, that's awful. We just killed a robot. And let's do the last one by not shooting him and not sentencing him. We did the no shoot. We did shoot. We did lots of stuff. Mr. Donovan. Why is the robot called Mr. Donovan? It was assisted. Right. Assisted suicide. There's a difference. I would not have done it if Mr. Holden hadn't asked me. Why did he ask you to kill him? I never used that one. Why did he ask you to kill him? Mr. will not be very upset recently on my land. Like what? Like the same thing I've had for the last 2 times. I should just do different ones. Sometimes the random things, like running on the faucets around the house. Other times it extended to sexual favors. Ooh, I was not early programmed for such things. How often would these favors be asked? How often would these favors be asked? Look, I don't know. At first, not all that often, but a month, never, and near the end, however, early. But they never but when it happened. Eventually, he saw the time kill himself. And why did you eventually help him kill himself? Why would you do it? Why? I tried to prevent it. The more I stopped him, the more he resisted me because of my looks. It was rather perplexing. I'm sorry that you had to experience that, even though you're a robot. Thank you, Detective. One night after a lot of crying and vomiting, the master looked at me and begged me. He said that being alive was the most painful experience to him. He was saying I was breaking the first law by letting him live. That's sad. And that's when you helped him commit suicide. And that's when you helped him commit suicide. Oh, yes, I let him die. And then this big long sentence about how, yes, I let him die. By not helping, I was violating the inaction clause. By helping, I was violating the injured clause. So they both cancel each other out, and I resorted to the second law. So your programming made it an acceptable option, didn't it? Well, that's bad anyways. See it as well as you will, Detective. But I did my best to save my master. I would repeat my choice if I had the option to. Alright. Understandable, and I acquit you of your crime, Mr. Donovan. Thank you, Detective, but I prefer to be convicted. Why is that? I don't want to be put in the same position again. Free from the pain, the hate, I never want to experience it again. Well, then by your request, I will order a disconnection. So either way, what would that be? What would that be? I want to kill myself. Could you please shoot me instead of being disconnected? What? What? But I can't shoot the robot. Are you kidding me? You're my best friend. I suppose you won't do even that. I don't really know. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching. After being bored, I might have only put like 5 minutes in that. That was crazy dumb. Like, it was repetitive. That's why. It wasn't dumb at all. No, this game was kind of a little bit fun. There wasn't much to it, though. That's the only thing. But it did have a sad plot to it. About how robots would do that. But it did get repetitive, so I didn't want to have to wait. There should be a skip button for every word, but I guess not. So thank you guys so much for watching, and if you want to see more, there's much more you could do with this video. I think it did like almost every option that you could do. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. And don't forget to subscribe. And if you know of a game, tell me about it. I'd love to play it. But I need a game that's windowed mode right now, because I have an actual on-screen screencast-o-matic. I will be trying to get a real one, though, at some point in the near future, so that I can do a whole bunch of other stuff, like on consoles and all that. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.